Welcome everyone. It's lovely to have you here. It's great to see a lot of non-Credo people here. Special welcome to you. Always great to have guests and visitors along to Credo events, and we have two particular special events guests tonight in our panelists. My name's Paul, and I'm a member of Credo. I'll be kind of the Tony Jones of tonight. Hopefully, probably not as good, but hopefully I'll be fair as a moderator. We've kind of got the panel set up here. So the aim of tonight will be for the panelists to present on happiness, and then they'll interact with each other, and then we'll have quite a long time for interacting with each other, audience and panelists. And roughly about 8 o'clock, I'm thinking, unless we're flagged out before then, we will kind of have a summary statement, and then there's lots and lots of supper. So I hope you really enjoy the night. That's kind of a brief schedule. But let me first of all introduce our special guests. So this is Mr. Brian White. Why don't you stand up and we'll welcome him. Come and sit there, Brian. So Brian was elected President of the Buddhist Council of New South Wales in December 2006. He has experience in lots of not-for-profit organisations, both secular and Buddhist. And since he was introduced to Buddhism over 30 years ago, he's been extensively involved in lots of Buddhist youth issues. And he's currently an assistant Buddhist chaplain here at UTS, which is kind of how I got onto him. And he's an advisor to the Mitra Buddhist Youth Network. Welcome again, Brian. And Josef Daroczy. Stand up, mate. Why don't you go find a seat? Josef is the president and also the founder, I believe, of the Atheist Society at the University of Sydney. He's also president of the Russellian Philosophy Society, and he sits on the boards of a number of skeptical and atheistic organisations, both locally and globally. He has a degree in philosophy and psychology, and he's now working on his neuroscience degree. So again, welcome to Josef. And let's also welcome Mr. Greg Lee. Take a seat, mate. Yeah, maybe over there. Greg describes himself as a happy guy, which is good for the forum tonight. He's married to a woman called Emma, has 3 great kids, and I learnt the other day one on the way. He has loads of interests, including scuba diving and bonsai. Apart from his interests, though, he thinks the key to happiness lies a little deeper, and he's the pastor of a Christian church in Newcastle called Hunter Bible Church. So welcome, Greg. Now, the panelists have kindly agreed to be recorded, so they will speak from here. Hopefully we'll get some good sound. Once the door's closed, we will. So I've asked them to speak for about 8 minutes, presenting from their tradition, their convictions, their worldview on what is happiness, whether it's important, how to attain it, that kind of thing. And then after that, they'll ask each other some questions, just clarification questions. Can you explain that more? How does that work? Maybe probing, and then we'll open it up. So once we open it up, I'm going to ask you to direct the questions to me as the moderator, and try and make them questions that are suitable for all 3 panelists to get each 3 views on the question. Now, in organising for tonight, I emailed them and suggested, if one of them wanted to go first, they could, let me know. But I think they're all too humble for that. So, given that tonight is a happiness forum, I've tried to work out a fun way to decide who should go first. and I'll, in the shop, clinkers say all will be revealed. So we're going to use the clinker method of deciding who will go first. And so apparently they are green, pink, and yellow. And whoever guesses correctly gets to go first, and then we'll do a run-off round for second. So Brian, you get to go first. What colour?
Green.
Green.
Red or pink.
That means you get yellow, Greg.
Yellow.
Yellow it is. Greg will go first. Let's have a run-off round for second. Joseph?
Green.
Green.
What's left?
Yellow or pink?
Yellow. What happens if
It's pink.
Oh.
Okay. So green, yellow. Green. Okay, so now we have our order. So let's welcome Greg Lee.